What if I told you that your attachment style, the way you connect with others, wasn't just shaped by your upbringing or life experiences, but by something far deeper, possibly even preordained? The way you form relationships might not be entirely your choice. Instead, it could be written into your genetic code or even determined by past lives. And if that's not enough to make you question everything, consider this. What if unseen forces, societal structures, or even cosmic blueprints are secretly guiding your every emotional move? In this video, we're going to explore the hidden mysteries behind attachment styles, from genetic programming to the possibility that your attachment struggles are tests designed to challenge your spiritual growth. If you're ready to dive into these eye-opening revelations, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's explore the unknown forces that may be shaping your relationships. Is your attachment style preordained? We've all been told that our attachment style, whether it's anxious, avoidant, or secure, is shaped by our childhood experiences. But what if there's something deeper at play? What if your attachment patterns were programmed into you before you were even born? Let's talk about genetic memory. Scientists have been researching epigenetics, the study of how trauma and emotional responses can be passed down through generations. Emotional responses like anxiety or avoidance may be inherited, meaning your attachment style could be influenced by patterns your ancestors experienced. Your avoidant attachment might be an emotional survival strategy passed down from ancestors who had to remain emotionally distant to protect themselves. For example, some families might have experienced war or displacement, and those emotional scars, passed down genetically, could affect how descendants form relationships. Let's take it even further, beyond just family history. What if your attachment style is influenced not just by genes, but by past lives? Some believe that emotional struggles we face in relationships today could be remnants of unresolved emotions from previous lifetimes. Are you replaying patterns from a relationship that took place in another existence? If attachment styles are part of your soul's journey across multiple lifetimes, the key to healing could go beyond therapy and into spiritual practices. Maybe it's about clearing emotional baggage that transcends this life and instead deals with karmic cycles. For those who believe in reincarnation, your anxious or avoidant attachment style could be unresolved lessons from a life you've long forgotten. This raises an intriguing question. How much of what we call attachment is really ours, and how much of it has been passed down to us by generations of family trauma or even our own soul's past experiences? The answer may lie in exploring both our genetic makeup and spiritual history. The hidden power of guilt. While genetic memory might shape some of your attachment tendencies, there's another powerful force at play: guilt. Have you ever noticed how guilt seems to have a strange grip on your relationships? That's no accident. Society has long used guilt as a tool for control, and your attachment style may be another way you're being manipulated. Consider how guilt influences your behavior in relationships. Whether you're anxious, always worried about being too clingy, or avoidant, feeling guilty about needing space, these emotions don't exist in a vacuum. Society, media, and cultural expectations shape what we think relationships should look like. They tell us how we should behave in love. But here's the twist. What if this guilt is deliberately used to control our behavior? Think about advertising. How often are we sold products with the promise that they will alleviate guilt or make us more desirable in relationships? These pressures make us feel as though we're never good enough unless we conform to certain relationship standards. Anxious individuals might feel guilty for seeking reassurance in relationships, labeled as needy or clingy. Avoidant individuals, on the other hand, might feel guilty for needing independence and emotional distance, as though they're failing at intimacy. But is this guilt truly your own? Or is it being imposed on you by societal norms designed to make you feel inadequate? If we examine this closer, it's not hard to imagine that attachment styles themselves, whether anxious, avoidant, or secure, are shaped by a system that benefits from keeping us emotionally unstable. The self-help industry, therapy, media, and even social media thrive on our emotional struggles. The more we feel inadequate in relationships, the more we seek out solutions, products, and content designed to fix us. Could it be that your attachment style is being manipulated for the sake of keeping you in a cycle of guilt and self-improvement? What would happen if we collectively stopped feeling guilty about how we love and started embracing our emotional needs as they are? The dark psychology of attachment styles. But what if attachment struggles are more than just societal manipulation? What if they're deliberate tests meant to challenge our emotional growth? Life presents us with countless emotional obstacles, and attachment styles could be one of the most significant. Imagine for a moment that your attachment style isn't a flaw, but a test placed in your path to help you grow emotionally. If you're anxious, perhaps your challenge is to learn trust, both in others and in yourself. If you're avoidant, your test might be to embrace vulnerability without feeling the need to escape when things get too close. These challenges may not be random. They could be strategically placed obstacles designed to strengthen your emotional intelligence and resilience. Some spiritual traditions suggest that emotional struggles are part of our soul's evolution. According to this perspective, the universe or some higher power may be presenting these emotional tests to help us evolve into more self-aware, compassionate beings. Could it be that your anxious or avoidant attachment style is the universe's way of helping you confront your deepest fears about love, intimacy, and self-worth? If we frame our attachment struggles as tests, then overcoming them isn't just about personal growth. It's about passing a challenge that could elevate us emotionally and spiritually. So, how do we pass these tests? Is it through therapy, meditation, or simply allowing ourselves to feel the discomfort of vulnerability and learning to grow from it? This idea that our attachment styles are tests adds a layer of meaning to our emotional struggles. It turns what feels like a personal flaw into a purposeful challenge. The question then becomes, are you ready to embrace this test, confront your emotional patterns, and grow beyond them? Are we born with a cosmic blueprint of attachment? Finally, what if your attachment style was written in the stars? Could it be that our emotional connections are influenced by cosmic forces, like astrology? Some astrologers believe that the way you love and form relationships can be predicted by your birth chart, suggesting that our attachment patterns are part of a larger cosmic plan. Imagine that your attachment tendencies, whether anxious, avoidant, or secure, are tied to the alignment of planets at your birth. For instance, someone with a strong Venus placement may have an easier time forming secure relationships, while someone with challenging aspects to Venus or the Moon might struggle with emotional intimacy. Could it be that your attachment patterns are not just shaped by your parents or life experiences, but by the universe itself? Many people turn to astrology to gain insight into their personalities, careers, and love lives. But if astrology holds clues about your relationship style, what does that mean for free will? Are we simply following a cosmic script, or is there a way to rewrite it? If you feel like your attachment style might be written in the stars, it could be worth exploring your astrological birth chart to see how cosmic forces influence your relationships. By understanding these astrological patterns, you might gain new insights into why you approach relationships the way you do, and how to change them if needed. After all, the stars may have written your attachment style, but that doesn't mean you can't rewrite it. We've explored some fascinating and mysterious perspectives on attachment styles. From the possibility that they're programmed into us through genetic memory or past lives, to the idea that society manipulates us with guilt. And even the speculation that attachment styles could be part of a cosmic blueprint or spiritual test. But now it's time to ask yourself, does your attachment style feel like something you chose, or does it feel influenced by forces beyond your control? Have you ever considered that your emotional struggles and relationships might be tied to something much larger, like your family's history, societal expectations, or even the universe? Maybe it's not just about changing how you relate to others, but about understanding where these patterns come from. Whether they're written in your genes, shaped by guilt, or guided by the stars, your attachment style is a powerful part of who you are. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to rethink their relationships. And tell me in the comments, which perspective do you think shapes your attachment style the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.